Shalom, beloved. Shalom. Greetings to each and every one of you. It is prayer time. We are in the third watch. We're going to pray quickly, and we're going to declare and decree, and then we're going to close out and get some sweet sleep. Diary, thank you for joining in. Nelly, thank you for joining in. Amen. Thank you for joining. Gina, how are you doing? Please like, share, subscribe, comment, connect. The email is the kingdom at gmail.com. Gina, how are you doing? Amen. How are you doing? We're going to pray together in this third watch, and we're going to declare and decree. We're going to speak words. We're going to have a strategic prayer. We're going to have a prophetic prayer time so that we can destroy what is not our portion in the spiritual realm. Shannon, greetings to you. Myrtle, greetings to you. Debbie, greetings to you. Pamela, Rod, greetings to you. I guess it's a couple together. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, connect. Mr. Valentine, Alternate, Atarlog, Atargarlog. I'm not sure how to say the name, but it starts with hat. Jazz Wind. Greetings to each and every one of you. This is the third watch. This is the third watch. The prayer circle is also on X. The prayer circle is on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. It's everywhere. Not so many places the prayer circle is not on. If you have any specific prayer requests, comments, questions, send it to the Kingdom Elohim Prayer Circle at gmail.com. Definitely want to hear from you. Connect. Your voice matters, so use your voice. Don't be silent and don't be mute. Please share the love and invite your friends. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Colton. Hi, Brandy. Greetings to you. Nikki Gale. Maria. Thank you for joining in. So this is the third watch, and this is the second hour of the third watch. And we are supposed to continuously have strategic prayers and prophetic declarations so that we can destroy certain things in the spiritual realm that is not our portion. Jacqueline, thank you for joining in. Maria, thank you for joining in. Shelby, thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in, Kate. How are each and every one of you doing? Annika, thank you for joining in. The other ones that don't have a name, thank you for joining in. Bean, Thank you for joining in. Blank you. Thank you for joining in, Jane Martinez. And our ancestors, they were people of prayer. They were people of fire. And they knew how to pray. What comes to me is the verse, and I'm not one to quote or read verses that often, but what comes to me is my word not like a hammer and like a fire that breaks rocks into pieces? We have to be sure that we use our words, that we speak with authority, that we speak those words to block, break, cancel, destroy, and uproot what is not our portion in the spiritual realm. Thank you for joining in, Izzy, Stacy, Goldfoot, Liz, Elliot, Torres, T, Juan, Juanita, Lynn, Man. Thank each and every one of you for joining in. This is the prayer circle. This is the prayer circle where we come together to unite in prayer. Queen Elizabeth, thank you for joining in. For each and every one of us, we are watchers, we are warriors, we are worshipers, and we're to use all of what we have so we can destroy what is not our portion. Thank you for joining in, Sandra, and everyone else. So we have to remember that our words have power and our words carry weight. But we need to be sure that when we speak, we're not speaking in a manner in which we are easily intimidated or have any type of fear or anxiety or afraid of any and anything. Because we definitely have to have courage. We have to be strong. We have to have courage. We have to be bold. We have to be assertive. Thank you for joining in, whatever your name is. I don't know what it is. It begins with a J. Looks like J Baby or something. Ann, Kim. Looks like Kim, something. A little diva. Like I said before, this is the prayer circle. Welcome to the prayer circle where we pray, where we block, break, cancel, destroy, uproot what is not our portion. So we're going to get into the declarations. We're supposed to declare and decree the victory in the land of living every day, not just some days. Every single day. We're supposed to do it in the morning. We're supposed to do it at noontime. We're supposed to do it in the evening, at nighttime, and so on and so forth. Now, it's not limited to 4 times a day. We're supposed to do it continuously in the prayer watches in their 3-hour increments, 8 hours, and 8. Let me back up. I got a little tongue tied. I apologize. There are 3 increments for each prayer watch, which is 8 prayer watches. There's the morning watches and the evening watches. So we have the first watch, the second watch, the third watch, the fourth watch, the fifth watch, the sixth watch, the seventh watch, the eighth watch. And there's 3-hour increments. For example, this is the third watch, and this is the second hour. There's 1 more hour of this, and then we go to the 4th hour. And thank you for joining in, Janty Cox. So we are to do each hour, morning, noon, evening, night, and that's what time it is. war cry or war in the spirit. There's many different types of prayer, so you don't have to pray one specific way every time that you do pray. Thank you for joining in, Lucas, True Ness, Deborah. Deborah is a powerful name. Anyway, this is the third hour. Now, this is the third watch, the second hour. And we're getting ready to move into the last watch for the third watch. We're getting ready to move to the last hour of the third watch. Regardless, this is one of the most important hours to watch, third watch, because it is when many are not watching on the wall. They're not speaking, they're not praying, they're not praising, and so on and so forth. So we need the watchers, the warriors, the worshipers. We need all of that. We need those voices to be heard because we're in a voice activated environment. So thank you for joining in, Eric. Thank you for joining in, Henry. Thank you for joining in, R. Klein. And we have to be sure that we are in right standing with our Maker, our Creator, not from a religious standpoint, but from a covenantal standpoint. Hi, Blackie. Hi, Shirley. Hi, TBSES, whatever your name is. Not sure what your name is, but anyway. So it's all about the covenant in all of our relationships, especially with the Creator. So we are to be ones who keep the covenant. We must be covenant keepers and all of that. So this is the third watch, the second hour. Hi, Strawberry. Hi, it's me, Joyce Parker. Salama, or however you say your name. So anyway, the third watch is very important, and that is when we need to be sure that we are warring in the spirit. At that particular time, we want to be using our voice to destroy certain things on the dark side, and we are to stand in that gap to make up the hedge as watchers on the wall. However we do it. So be sure that you are ready and that you are one who knows how to war in the spirit. Welcome to each and every one of you. So we're in the third watch, second hour, about to approach the final hour. And this hour is very important. Thank you for joining, Tyler, Gabe, Labungu, and so on and so forth. We have to take back regions and territories, and we have to close doors that have been opened that are not for us to walk through. And we have to be sure that we reverse every curse. Hi, Tyler. Thank you for liking the live. Hi, Haruna. Hi, Thailand. Hi, Rosa. How are you doing, Rosa? So we're here so we can stand in the gap to make up the hedge for all nations, tribes, and tongues. Hi, Tina, Louise. Hi, Thailand. Thank you so much for liking the video. And we have to be sure that we are in right alignment. This is the prayer circle for all nations, tribes, and tongues, and everyone is welcome here. It's not one of those places where people are not welcome. Hi, Beulah. So anyway, I want you to position yourself and posture yourself and get in the right place so that you can come in agreement and war in the spirit so that you can
have the victory, so you can see the blessings, the miracles, the promises, the dreams come true, the visions that you have come true, so that you can go to the next level. Hi, George. Hi, woman of God. Hi, Beulah. Hi, Ively Lond. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Ively Lond. So being in the third watch, second hour, which we're getting ready to go into the final hour, we have to be sure that we block, break, cancel, destroy, and uproot what is not our portion, what is not good for us. We can reject what is not for us. We cannot allow ourselves to be shaken or moved by anyone or anything in this season and time right here and right now. So for some of you, you are in need of healing. Some of you are in need of prosperity. Some of you need supernatural provision. You need all kinds of miracles. All of us do. We all need miracles. We all need love. So we are going to make some powerful declarations and affirmations and commands so that we can be free of that which is not for us. So thank you for joining in. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, connect. The Kingdom of Elohim Prayer Circle at gmail.com. Please send your comments, questions, prayer requests, whatever have you. We pray continuously. It's not just a one-time thing or to pray on the live, but we're always praying. 2 days favor. Thank you for joining. Beulah, thank you for joining. So we are here so that we can declare the victory. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to declare and decree. Then we're going to sign off and come back at another time, and we're going to go deeper into prayer and the different types of prayer and be thankful and grateful for answered prayer, because we cannot take anyone or anything for granted. When we see the victory, we need to testify and tell other people so that they will know that it will encourage them and give them hope. 2 days favor, Demetrius, Nat Williams. So, family, Balungel, Big Boy, Waterfall. Thank you all. Thank each and every one of you for joining in. May you be blessed beyond measure. May you see favor like never before in your life. May you see the blessings, the miracles, the promises, the dreams, the visions come to pass. And may you be protected from all hurt, harm, and danger. So we're going to declare and decree. Hi, Gabby. Thank you for joining in. Big Boy, Lucy. That's right. So I'm going to start by making some declarations. I'm going to say them a few times. So if you like to speak it out loud, you can. But if not, it's totally up to you, of course. However you want to do it. You can sing a song. You can scream, cry, shout, blow the shofar, dance, clap, whatever you prefer to do. We're going to cry out to our Maker. We're going to give a cry to heaven. We're not begging, we're declaring and decreeing. There's a big difference between the two. So we have a confidence in the one who made us, our Maker, who has a different name in various languages. Thank you for joining, Hearts. Thank you for joining, Sita. Oh, we cry out to you, our Maker, our Creator, the name above all names, for you to hear us as we give this war cry, as we declare and we decree the victory in this land right now, for every nation, every tribe, every tongue, to the four corners of the earth. We declare and we decree that every person that has a sickness, disease, illness, infirmity, and the like are healed in their mind, body, soul, and spirit from the crown of their heads to the soles of their feet. I declare and I decree every cell, organ, tissue, nerve, bone, muscle, every fiber of their being comes into right alignment and functions properly. We declare and we decree there be no malfunction, dysfunction, abnormalities within their physical bodies, in their mind, in their soul, in their spirit. We thank our Maker for pouring out the balm of Gilead to the deepest of crevices within each and every one of us so we can be completely healed in our minds, in our physical bodies, in our souls, and in our spirits. We thank you for complete healing in our mind, in our brain, in our eyes, in our ears, in our noses, in our lips, in our tongues, in our cheeks, in our skin, in our throats, in our necks, in our shoulders, in our arms, in our chest, in our breast, and in our digestive tract, our digestive system, in our lungs, in our reproductive system, in our respiratory system, in our stomach, pancreas, liver, kidneys, in our limbs, in our legs, and our feet. We thank you for bringing forth and dispersing warring angels and angelic assistants, angels with healings in the wings. We thank you for giving us your master's touch so that we can be healed completely. And we declare and we decree everything that is not of heaven, that is not beneficial to us, is uprooted completely without any residue, without any trace. We declare and we decree that cancer is dried up and gone. We declare and we decree that lupus is dried up and gone. We declare and we decree that obesity is dried up and gone. We declare and we decree that diabetes is dried up and gone. We declare and we decree that hypertension is dried up and gone. We declare and we decree that every name of every disease is uprooted and removed from the members and every part of our bodies and our minds, not to return again. Thank you for joining in, J. Roy. Thank you for joining in, Anne, Marley, Jane, Asaya, Satara, Hennessy, Big Sexy, Cynthia, Marie. Let's see who else. Mercado. I love TikTok, and so on and so forth. Thank you so much for joining in. We are declaring and we decreeing the victory in our minds, in our physical bodies, that we are not going to allow disease, sickness, or any ailment to reside in the members of our body. So we're evicting disease and sickness right now for ourselves and those connected to us. For those that are not able to join, or those who are too far away to join, or you are not able to connect with a certain person, we are standing as a point of contact for those who need healing in their mind, body, soul, and spirit. We declare and we decree. Thank you for joining in, Bree. Thank you for joining in, Bob. Thank you for joining in, Jazz Bear. And we declare and we decree. Thank you for joining in, Brett. We declare and we decree that we have sweet sleep, no insomnia, no disruptions as we sleep, no interferences, no nightmares, no bad dreams, no negative thoughts, no one harassing us when we sleep, whether it be in the natural or in the spiritual realm. We declare and we decree sweet sleep. We declare and we decree sweet dreams over each and every one of us. We guard our eyes, our hearts, our minds, our bodies right here and right now. We declare and we decree we are protected by our Maker in all things, dreams, visions. We declare and we decree We have shalom, we have peace as we sleep, and we are restored, we are replenished, rejuvenated, revitalized, reset as we sleep. That we have healing in our bodies as we sleep. Thank you for joining in, each and every one of you. Thank you for joining in Trailblazer. And the other day when we did the live, we prayed together. We prayed about wisdom and wealth as they go together. We're going to pray tonight or this morning in this third watch that is almost to be over with soon. We're going to declare and we decree that the spirit of fear and the mindset of fear goes away from us, that we don't have fear because that's not our portion. And we're going to also destroy, while we're destroying fear, we're going to destroy poverty along with fear, because a lot of people have fear of success. Some people have fear of poverty, not having enough food, not having enough clothing, not having enough funds and resources to be able to get what they need to meet the necessities, the basic needs. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to speak against that, because we don't have to agree with it. Remember, anything that we do not desire to have in our life, we don't have to come in agreement. We can reject it. We can reject it. We can renounce it. We don't have to accept it, especially if it is not good for us. Hi, Red Rose. I like that name, Red Rose. Hi, JKV. Brett joined. Thank you for joining in, Brett. Brett's hanging in there. So we're going to make some declarations about fear, because fear is not where we want to be. We don't want to be fearful people. And we definitely don't want to be people that are in poverty, because if we're in lack and poverty, how can we help and bless somebody else? And this candle seems to be fading and going away. Hold on a second. I'm not going to light a new candle because we're almost done. Just going to remove that one completely. So now they're just two candles. Two candles burning. So we are here to pray from a point of receiving the right results. Mia, thank you for joining in. We're not discouraged and we're not begging. We have confidence in our Maker, our Creator, who does everything well. We declare and we decree that fear is removed from us completely, in our minds, in our bodies, in our souls, in our spirits. We reject all fear. We reject poverty. We declare and we decree poverty is uprooted from us. We declare and we decree fear is uprooted from us. We will not allow fear or poverty to settle into our minds or our lives. We close the door and lock it and seal it. We close the door, we shut the door, we seal it to fear. We reject every type of fear and uproot it from us. Fear will not invade our thoughts. Fear will not invade our minds. Fear will not invade our hearts. So we declare and we decree fear. You are evicted. You're getting an eviction notice. So you have to be removed without any residue or trace in our minds, bodies, souls, and spirits. You cannot dwell in our homes or surrounding areas. We are disconnecting from every type of fear, whether it be in our mind, body, soul, or spirit. We reject fear. We declare and we decree that fear is rejected and removed. We thank our Maker for removing fear completely from our lives. We are set free from fear completely. We declare and we decree that poverty is uprooted from us completely in our minds, bodies, souls, and spirits. Poverty cannot dwell in our homes. Poverty cannot dwell among us. We are removing and uprooting fear. Thank you for joining in, Aguda, Maggie. We declare and we decree that every spirit of fear is removed. Every spirit of infirmity, every spirit of death is removed and uprooted from us. We reject fear in all forms. We reject poverty in all forms. We reject every type of infirmity. We reject every spirit of death and every word curse that leads to death. We declare and we decree that every word curse is reversed that has been spoken over us and those connected to us intentionally or unintentionally. And we speak life into the atmosphere over each and every one of us and those we are connected to. Our love line and our bloodline, our seeds, which is our children, both natural and spiritual. We declare and we decree that the spirit of death, the spirit of infirmity, and the spirit of fear are not allowed to dwell among us. We reject the spirit of poverty and the mindset of poverty. We will not allow poverty to set in. We declare and we decree that lack is far removed from us. Every spirit of lack, every mindset of lack is canceled. All the chains are broken of fear, poverty, and disease and everything else that is connected to leading us to the wrong path that will come forth to bring us anxiety, depression, disaster, destruction, division, disharmony, dysfunction, and death. We thank our Maker, our Creator, for love overflowing in us in the balm of Gilead, that every part of us, every cell, organ, tissue, nerve, bone, every fiber of our being will come into complete alignment with our divine destiny, with the plan that the Maker has for us. And we're so thankful and grateful that we have been given the keys to the kingdom to unlock prosperity, wealth, joy, peace, shalom, love, kindness, and everything else that is so good for us. We declare and we decree everything and everyone that is not sent by our Maker, our Creator, is disconnected from us completely. We are no longer connected to the wrong people, places, or things. We declare and we decree that we are reconciled to our Maker, our Creator. That if we broke any type of the laws of the covenant, we ask that we be forgiven and reconciled back to our Maker, our Creator, so that we can be in right standing, so that we can be cleansed, purified, purged, pruned, refined, and so that we can be in the right place with the right heart and the right spirit, connected to our true maker, our creator. In obedience, as we surrender all, as we give everything over, we declare and we decree idolatry is not our portion. We declare and we decree adultery is not our portion. We declare and we decree that confusion and chaos is not our portion. We declare and we decree that sickness and disease is not our portion. We declare and we decree that wealth is our portion. We declare and we decree prosperity is our portion. We declare and we decree that excellence is our portion. We declare and we decree that kindness is our portion. We are kind and loving. Thank you so much for joining in. Roro Shine, Aguda, Anika, Let It Spin, Cheryl Brown, Pat Wilbur, Amber Rosie, Anna, and so on and so forth. So our time has concluded for us to make declarations and decrees for this third watch. And we're going to declare and decree one more thing before we end. If any of you do not have any prayer requests, we're going to move forward and close out of this live and come back at a later time. We declare and we decree that all darkness, deception, destruction, disaster, death, divorce, discrimination, and the like is far removed from us and uprooted completely without any type of trace of it. We uproot it in the spirit and in the natural. We declare and we decree that every dark force, every dark spirit, everything and everyone that is against us is rendered powerless and has no power to come against us. We take authority over every dark force, every dark spirit, everything and everyone that has been sent to destroy, to steal from us, to attempt to assassinate us in the spiritual realm or the natural. And we command every spirit of death and every murderous spirit and everything connected to hatred, pride, prejudice, and the like to be uprooted completely. And we cancel every plan, plot, and scheme of the wicked against us and our seed, our love lines, and our bloodlines. This concludes the declarations for the third watch. Please keep in mind to be watchers on the wall, to be warriors, prayer warriors, always war in the spirit. Worship continuously. Always be thankful, be grateful. Let your heart overflow with gratitude, thanksgiving, praise. Always cry out to the Maker and always be thankful and grateful for everything that has been given to each and every one of us, because it's all been given by our Maker. Not ourselves, not by a person, but it's all by the mighty hand of our Creator, who is the name above all names, who has all power to do everything and all things. Thank you for joining Gold. Thank you for joining Kamal. Thank you for joining Vet. Thank you for joining Space Baby. Thank you for joining Summer's Recipe. Thank you for joining Sabina. I think I'm saying your name right. I don't know. Thank you for joining Rabia too. Thank you for joining Anna Mora. And until the next time, may our Creator, our Maker, the name above all names, El Shaddai, bless you and keep you and shine glory upon you and give you shalom and sweet sleep. Never give up and never give in. Never give up on anybody. Don't quit. We are in the winner's circle and we are in the prayer circle. And until next time, blessings to each and every one of you. The victory is ours. You will see the miracles. You will see the blessings. Testify. And until next time, shalom aleichem. And remember, you are loved and you are blessed. You have something of value in you, hidden treasures. So always keep in mind that you are valuable. You are not worthless. Shalom. And thank you again for joining in. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and connect. Definitely want to be connected to you. Definitely want to hear from you. Let your voice be heard. Even though on these platforms, it's a one-way communication, still reach out. Let your voice be heard. Send an email, the Kingdom of Elohim Prayer Circle at gmail.com. Send a comment, send a direct message, whatever you would like to do, because you will get a response. You will get a reply. It may not be instant or quick, but you definitely will get a response. So please connect. Thank you for joining in, Annie. Thank you for joining in, Mr. Carl. Mrs. Carl, I'm sorry. Looks like it said Mrs. Carl. Thank you for joining in, Annie B. How are you doing? And thank you for joining in, Miss something. I don't know what it says, but thank you to each and every one of you. And again, if you want to know more about the prayer watches, it's 8 prayer watches, 3-hour increments. And remember, the watches are very important. We should always be on the wall. We should always be gatekeepers so that we can guard, so that we can destroy what is not our portion, what is not for us. We don't have to be in agreement with it. We can reject it. We can block it. We can break it. We can cancel it. And for those of you that are bondage breakers and chain breakers, we're going to have a time where we're going to talk more about that and go in depth, and we're going to break chains and we're going to break bondage, because that's what we have to do right here, right now, in this season, for such a time as this. Shalom, which means completeness in Hebrew. But until the next time, we are blessed to be a blessing, and may you be a blessing to many, because we are going to bless many nations. Shalom.